Getting these birds, man.
Birds.
Yeah.
Birds.
I'm getting these birds over here, man.
No, please don't.
Don't do this. Don't do this. No. Don't.
Worst Family Guy running gag ever.
Anyway, War with Leonard and the Pigs? What are you gonna do? I'm a foodie. Still going on. Those pigs are gonna pay for our lunches. What?
Well, that was okay.
You know, it'd be funny if he had put on the glasses and everybody was wearing a shirt from DTMerch. Look at that classic black tee with the white logo. No, too much quality. Everybody's using phones with the phone cover on. Oh, Martin, look at that gift of choice with the gift certificate. They're not as angry as they used to be.
They are not.
But
They've kind of abandoned the premise.
yeah. It's kind of false advertising, you know, for this one right here, man. Look, the first movie, when they say Angry Birds, they meant it. I mean, they went beyond angry. It was like they were abusive birds.
All right.
They didn't give a f about kids or anything. You don't stop knocking on my goddamn wall. Out of here. Billy has been caught Billy by surprise.
I never seen that movie. I thought you were going to kick the soccer ball.
Shit. No, he kicked
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, that
no,
little kid thought he was going to kick the soccer ball, too.
It's so.
He kicked the baby, man. This one. They're a little calmed down. A little calmed down at this point. And you know, it's funny because I don't know if anybody even is anybody still playing this game?
I don't think so.
I mean, this.
Because you know, there was a while back when that movie was out, you were always getting, hey, here's a new update. Here's Angry Birds in space. I haven't seen anything like that in like some years.
Yeah, I remember when Angry Birds. I remember Martin used to be in the theater. Every time Martin got some downtime, them birds had his ass.
They had me.
Yeah, Martin was a slave to that bird. Yeah, man. I remember
Yeah, I was
like
on that bird.
yeah, Martin was doing this. Every time we waiting on something, I hear that. I just hear them pick. I think the last movie came out in 2016.
Okay.
At the time.
Was it only 3 years ago?
Wasn't that long
Yeah,
ago?
yeah, no, it wasn't that
Okay.
long ago.
All
It
right.
was about 2016. Like, because shit, you got kids today talking about that was a game. You know,
Right.
I thought it was a movie. Then you can't even really call it Angry Birds no more. They're more childish this time. You know, and them pigs too, man. It's like with this, like I don't even know. Like these birds and these pigs, they still going at it. Like I don't even know what the fuck they were fighting about. They ain't learned a fucking thing since that last movie. They really not even that angry anymore. No. But just constantly just throwing shit at each other all day long. Just being childish.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hate to keep using this language, but just with each other. They don't even know why.
Yeah, they're long past whatever aggression they had.
They
before.
really don't even know what they're fighting about anymore. They had just spending all day just tossing shit at each other.
Just throwing shit.
Just throwing shit. The good news is that everyone likes Red now. You know, he's a hero. And he's a protector at this point. And you know, with this and he wants to, he kind of wants to keep protecting everybody. He wants to, because when he's protecting everybody, everybody likes him. Mm-hmm. Everybody's, he can't go back to being what he used to be, which is just pretty much a loser. Everybody gave him such a hard time.
A pariah.
No, a loser. Pariah's too proper, man. You don't have to use those exotic words right there. No, he was just a loser. To
You
me.
got to speak Spanish over here.
Martin, save your $10. I'll put a cheap word out there. Just a loser. And they don't stop until they actually have a common enemy. And that's when this purple bird starts throwing ice boulders at everyone. And now Bird and Pig must put their differences aside, along with some old friends and some new friends. And at this point, they must join together to stop a common threat. Red is saying, that's cool, I want to help everybody, but if I don't keep stirring up shit, then I ain't gonna be I'm gonna be a loser again.
Yeah, like if us and the pigs aren't fighting, then I'm not the hero.
Yeah.
So I can't go back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If I got to make shit up, I don't care.
Yeah. Can they actually find peace when they have one enemy who is trying to destroy them both, and then even on the inside, you got one guy who, for his own vanity, can't just let it go, still has to keep shit stirred up just for his own pride, just so he can get likes. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Angry Birds 2.
Oh, you stupid bird.
Well, that's disappointing.
You know, I would normally tell people not to go back and watch the first movie. I know you liked it. I didn't hate it either. I thought, an Angry Birds movie.
Yeah,
I thought, okay, y'all did way more than that than I thought you would. But I did go back and watch clips of the last movie, and it does. You really would think that Red, voiced by Jason Sudeikis, is being just kind of petty. But when you watch this, you really can, because when the movie opens up, it really is, like I said, it's chaos, man, for no reason. It's just a bunch of pigs and birds just with each other for no reason, really. And you think, like, Red, you got some control over here, man. You need to stop this. Just say something. You got the power to do this, man. But I saw some of that last movie, and I was like, I can see why he don't want to go back. It's like, because all of them are assholes anyway. They treated him so bad in that first movie.
Well, yeah, they treated him bad. He walked around as the angry bird, but you got to see, well, he was justified with his anger for the most part.
Yeah, it's they lucky that he didn't lose his mind and go to Walmart, if you know what I'm saying.
Eyebrows.
They would create. Yeah, he taking out some lunch and shit.
Oh, he'll kick something in a minute.
God damn it.
Even
Even a sandwich don't respect him. It was like they were creating a supervillain. They kind of lucky. They kind of lucky in part 2. He ain't trying to destroy the village. With this one, as we said, man, they're not as angry anymore. And it's kind of like they really just don't. It's like the game ain't really that popular anymore. They just kind of doing their own thing now.
Yeah, there was such a feeling of, we got to get a movie out. We exhausted all our ideas. There's got to be a script for something that never got made around here, and we'll just plug the Angry Birds into it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they're not even living up to that title, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they're everything but angry. They're goofy. They might be a little irritated. They're crazy. They're wacky.
Frenetic.
They're frenetic. They're
Loud.
They're aloof. But they're shitty. But they're not angry.
Not
really.
angry.
Because that's the only thing that you really had going on as far as, I don't know what you want to call it, the gimmick, the branding of the movie. They were angry. Once you remove that, then you just start throwing in shit that you see in every other family film. Because this is what bothers me in family films. And this is what was frustrating me with this movie. Today you see all these things repeated in family films because it's just a quick way to get kids to respond.
Yeah.
It's a quick way for a laugh. And then I wouldn't be so irritated with it if, I didn't see it in every movie. But
there's a lot of repeat of elements. It's like these things come in a kit now. And you open the box and it's got all these elements, and it's just, the instructions are just assemble them whichever way you want.
Yeah.
And be sure to pepper them around so it throws the audience off a little bit.
Oh yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you something, man. I should have never said anything about those dance numbers at the end of the movie, because right now I'm fine with you keeping them there. Like if you just putting in, you know what I'm saying? If you just putting in just one and it's right there at the end of the movie,
yeah. Because you have the option to get up and walk out.
I can walk the hell out.
Yeah.
Now they just like in that kit that you have, Martin. They say insert dance number anywhere.
Oh hell no.
And they always have to play the same music that we always hear over and over again, like this right here, Axel F and all that.
Well, just like we talked about with that Despicable Me movie, where the villain was obsessed with the '80s for no reason,
just so he could dance.
Yes.
Oh, it's on!
Brother, unless you're going to shoot a pig at your ass, you lost.
Yeah, you got served, my man.
By the way, nothing conspicuous about that to him.
Yeah, he didn't notice like a pig just just popped out and ran back in that bird's asshole.
I mean, even if you thought it was a turd.
Yeah, it's a turd.
It did jump back in.
It's a turd with eyes that can run. It ran back in that bird's ass. Consistently trying to get a reaction by people saying, "Oh, I love that song." It had nothing to do with the fucking movie.
Yeah,
it's just like, "Oh, I remember that song. I love that song." All these movies have that slow-mo scene where they're playing some pop song that everybody used to love. Yeah, turn that shit all the way down. Take it on somewhere.
What?
Turn that.
Well, boss, I don't understand how this relates to the movie. Man, look, we got 90 minutes we got to
Yeah.
fill up. You got something? All right, then.
You only got
Turn
10.
down for
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Furthermore, slow that shit down so we can buy some time. Turn down for me.
Everything was so slow, and everything was just them fist bumping and shit.
Because they, yeah,
And
because
doing
you know,
that.
it's all these things are the big word that people use. They're obligatory. You know, you have the dance numbers. Kids love the dances. They triple down on the dances now.
So many dance
They use so many. And there's moments where I'm telling you, man, there's moments where I even had to laugh because almost like the characters even forgot about the movie.
Yeah.
There was one part where the Eagles were dancing, and one of them was just like, ooh, ah. It's like, damn, I was like, y'all gonna actually continue with the plot? Y'all gonna keep doing this line dancing?
It's somebody say to me like, man, y'all don't care about this plot. I mean, we don't.
No.
So we sure you don't.
Yeah, we got these moves. One bird was, ooh. It's like, Dad, you feeling yourself, man.
Yeah, it's almost like they were going to abandon the plot and just make it all another step-up movie. Which, considering the plot, wouldn't have been the worst idea.
Just dancing.
And you just but really had one bird. He was man, serious. One bird was feeling. He's like, yeah, oh. It's like, I mean, he was having an orgasm. It's like, where's your other wang at, man?
Yeah. Don't worry
Stroking
about
yourself?
it. Don't worry about that.
Feeling it.
Oh shit! I think that bird was on cocaine. Or something. Oh shit! Y'all feel this shit? No, don't cut yet. Don't cut.
Yeah, that wasn't ice. That wasn't ice and snow.
Man, if y'all see the movie, really, there's a couple of but they got one bird like, yeah, y'all watch for that shit, man. I had to laugh. I was like, damn, if he's really into it, okay, let him have it, man. And y'all keep telling y'all, man, these animators, they love Sassy Black.
Yeah.
Oh God! No, they didn't do it again.
Yeah, they did. You know, all these
Did
movies.
you not see the cast list?
No, I didn't see
You
it.
see Leslie Jones' name in the cast?
Leslie
Oh,
Jones.
shit. Okay.
Leslie Jones as Zeta. You know that
Yeah.
because every one of these movies, for some reason, they just love sassy black women. They so full of life. You know, they're so
lively.
they're so animated themselves. It makes our job halfway easy. 50% of our job is done. You know, sassy black, but because
Sassy Black.
sassy black, because you know, I guess I don't know what it is. If you notice, all these movies, they always now it's obligatory to have a sassy black woman in there, which is pretty much Leslie Jones in this.
Come on, baby. Go get it. Let's go get it. Go get the stick.
You know, and that's tame.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's nothing.
Yeah, they didn't give me the good stuff.
They said, "Well, see, Monique's not calling us back. Cypher's calling us back. Let's get Leslie Jones, I guess."
Well, there's a lot of SNL people in this, in the cast list.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
yeah.
it came out so fast, I didn't see it. But.
Yeah, no, it is, and I gotta tell you, man, I don't. It's not that I hate Leslie Jones in this either. It's just, you know, it's just for one. Again, this is just a running thing. Where it's like it'd be different if all these sassy black characters they have with these sassy black women voices were different, but they're turned to the same character. I did get a kick out of what they did with that character because she's pretty much a Bond villain. Like she is in imagine if James Bond had to fight a purple bird with a black woman's voice. That's what you would have here because
I'll try to imagine.
Yeah,
that.
imagine it, man.
I know.
That's what you have here. Mine is James Bond because in this she like lives in a volcano with her henchmen and a team of scientists where she has plans of world domination.
Oh, so they went real original.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, it's a Bond villain except she's a purple bird and a black woman. Man, what more you?
No, I don't want nothing else.
Almost the same thing. I like the first one. It was a surprise, and the first two acts were really strong because they were mostly about. They did a lot of character building. So much with Red. So much of the stuff was a lot of great subtle gags that were really funny. Here, well, all that's out the window, and they jump us into a plot that's pretty tired and doesn't make a lot of sense when you stop and think about it.
I think the real strength of the movie is that look, this is this is a weird premise anyway. As I said, it's birds and green pigs going at it, slingshot and trash at each other for no reason. They just kind of embrace that weirdness, even more so here than the last one. But there's not so much that they can do with that premise of slingshot and birds at Jenga blocks. So they realize that, and I'm mad, and that's cool that they actually go weird with it, that they get kind of crazy with it. The weird spirit comes across mostly within the animation. I'll normally complain about the animators in these movies because just doing things just for fun, just to be able to animate something fun, just to get like real exaggerated expressions. That's why you got all these dance numbers in here. That's why you always have the same sassy black woman voice in there. Yeah. Because these animators, they think that's funny within them. I mean, kids love it too. It's kind of a mutual thing. The kids love it, the animators love animating it.
Yeah. Except
here, I think that the animators were the ones who were really getting the biggest laughs out of me. I mean, because some of just the bits of animation that when they really cut loose and had fun with it, that's when I really had fun with it. If you go see this, it's almost guaranteed, that I say almost. Not everybody's gonna find it funny, but it's almost gonna be a guarantee that the highlight of the movie is gonna be that bathroom scene.
Oh, right.
That bathroom, the reason why, because it goes on long, and they kind of know that it goes on long, and they just kind of milk it for what it's worth. And it's just kind of creepy.
Every so often they would cross a line, and I'd feel like, do you guys know what you just did here?
This scene right here, I did not. I think it's a disturbing thing because I did not feel right watching this scene with kids in the room.
Yeah.
But then again, that's what made it so funny for me because it's one long piss joke. Now, to give some context to this also, I'll continue, but these birds in a costume. And this costume is just, like I said, it's really creepy. And it's 5 people, and they're trying to work it.
Head
so
all
trying to
turned
work
the
this.
wrong
And they're trying, so it's 5 people trying to work a costume to fool this bird right here. And at one point, they had to pretend with this crazy looking expression on this bird that they're also pissing.
Okay, hold on.
Now, see, this is the point where like, hey, man, what the you doing?
Exactly.
Start tapping like Larry Craig.
Exactly.
Hey. Dude, if you don't get your drunk ass away from me. And you like, man, should I be watching this? These birds trying to R. Kelly each other right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's a bird kind of pissing on another bird. I'm
Right.
I'm like, I'm in a room full of kids with this.
Closet. No, but they did that gag in Austin Powers 3.
Yeah, it was a lot like that. I mean, that's the thing. Normally, I wouldn't say they're crossing the line, but it seems like their target audience are kids, like younger kids. So to go in doing this, I'm like,
Yeah, well, this
all right.
Yeah, it look like this bird is trying to get some ass from this dude. I see what you're working with down there. And on top of that, you gotta look at the metaphor behind it because they are saying like one bird is actually a dick. He's poking out at the crotch down there.
Right.
So I mean, he is the dick. He's sticking out from the crotch. He's pissing. It's like
you like what you see?
It's kind of like it's a weird scene, and I just
plus it's a bird with a dick that he's pissing with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, both of them, even the one that's already there.
Yeah,
like birds don't have genitalia like that.
Also, Martin, birds don't wear hats and
throw ice boulders in it.
But they could.
They don't wear hats. And there's no green pig wearing bird costumes. I'll let a bird have.
Not that we see.
I ain't gonna draw the line there, man. What's that bird doing a dick?
That bird doing
that bird got a hat. He can have a dick.
Wait a second. This is ridiculous.
Them birds are talking, dancing.
They got houses.
They got green pigs dressed up like birds. And Martin like, wait a minute, that bird has a penis.
That's patently impossible.
That's impossible.
Inconceivable.
Like there are other scenes in there, like again, some of the things that the animators would do, just little bits of business that normally I don't laugh at, but would make me laugh. That seal, there was a running joke they had, and they may run it too far, but they had that seal that kept messing with Zeta, Leslie Jones.
That they used some warmed over Tom and Jerry gags.
Yeah, they did. But I guess I just like it because that seal was just an asshole, man. Bitch.
That is the way he did it.
She her reactions to that seal, and that seal would always have some body language that was just shy of "fuck you." It's
That
like
was a you right
Yeah,
there.
it really
totally
was.
was.
There was one moment where that seal looked at her. Yeah, he did another one. He looked at him like, "You."
Right.
Yeah.
Exit stage right even.
I like the art style. I know you say it's weird, but except for when it's photorealistic with some of the fluffiness and the texture of the birds and the feathers, a lot of the times, like I'm looking at this image right here, like I really like the art style. It's very colorful, but there's a lot here where it looks like an illustration. It looks like a painted illustration come to life. So I really love what they've done with the art style.
Those things, I have different degrees of appreciation for them, and like I said, every so often it would catch me off guard, and it'd be a number of little things that I thought were funny. But the stuff I didn't like outweighed it by quite a bit.
Yeah.
And just the fact that it was so all over the place. There's a way of having too much to where it starts to get dull.
No, they got this subplot in here with these
Chicks.
these chicks, and it's the strangest part of the movie, man. Because as I was saying, excuse me, you have something going on where you could tell that it's there to fill time. And it's actually kind of cute. These three little chicks, one of them wants to use her baby sisters who are still eggs. She wants to use them for their game that they're playing. But then she takes them out there, and of course, kids being kids, she ends up losing the eggs, and they got to go back and get them. And as I was saying, they go into outer space and everything. It goes out there, but the movie's out there, so I can let that slide. It just gets to a point when I'm just saying, okay, how long you gonna chase these goddamn eggs?
Yeah.
Because now, this was cute. But now it's getting old. You need to get these eggs and take your little ass home. Tired of this. Get on with this movie so we can get the hell out of here. One of the voices of the chicks was the voice of Viola Davis's daughter,
Oh, okay.
a girl named Genesis Tanan. And as I started reading on that, I found out that one of the other chicks in there was the daughter of Nicole Kidman. And so you got these articles out there talking about moms show up for their daughter's big Angry Birds 2 debut. And I'm like, okay, this ain't no subplot. This is goddamn nepotism. Y'all made them put this storyline in there. The eagle character in the movie, who is if you remember him from the last movie, voiced by Peter Dinklage, who ends up being a coward. And he's even more cowardly here. And you can see him right there. There he is at the far right. There's one part where he's running from something, and they do something with that I thought was pretty creative, and it just caught me off guard. And I laughed so hard at that, man. Which is why
It's kind of adult for this movie, but it was funny.
it really is, man. I mean, like I said, man, I'm very frustrated with the stuff that they do continuously in family films. But I really did honestly get some good laughs in here. It wasn't like I was sitting there exactly waiting for the movie to be done. I was more waiting for the next gag that I thought they could potentially reach that made me laugh, like I did before. And I even like the voices in the movie, man. What I like about it is that if you don't know who the actors are, they do a good job at not sounding like themselves.
Some of them.
I say some. Like Bill Hader as
he was one of the ones I had trouble. I didn't guess his. And
as the leader of the pigs, Bill Hader
and Peter Dinklage. I was like, that was Peter Dinklage? Wow.
I didn't notice Peter Dinklage. And the one that really got me off guard was
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah. Leslie Jones as the Q professor type pig.
Invisispray. Need to go undetected in plain sight. Invisispray does exactly that.
Josh Gad.
No, that's Leslie Jones, man. You never know which. No, you know who it is? It's Sterling K. Brown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was Peter Dinklage.
I thought that was Josh Gad.
You thought that was Josh Gad?
No,
No,
but he's in there though.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
That's
No,
Sterling
no.
K.
He's-
Brown. Wow.
Josh Gad is one of the ones when you hear him right off the bat.
yeah,
you're
you
like,
know
oh,
that's
yeah.
him. He's just a little bit faster than what he usually sounds. But yeah,
That was
Sterling
Sterling
K.
K.
Brown
Brown.
was. I thought that was Peter Dinklage. I mean, he's got kind of a good British accent down.
Yeah.
It caught me completely off guard. You have other people in here like Aquafina, who's doing voice. They're very small voices, so either they're on some
Yeah,
quick.
they got a lot of celebrities that do voices that are almost nothing.
Jason Sudeikis says, "What you hear is what you get."
Right. They hired me. They get
You
me.
gonna get, you gonna
He
get
said,
me, guys.
"Yeah, Red is playing me. I'm not playing Red," which is fine, man. You know, that's
Yeah.
what he was hired to
I'll
do.
wear this hoodie. That's about it.
When you watch this, like, they have this big message about getting together, which is kind of what we need now. You know, people should look at this and say, if these birds and these pigs can get along, why can't the rest of us do that? But before we even get to that point in the movie, before we get to that message, all these characters are just dicks, man. For the exception of a few, but most of them are dicks, man. The reason why they're in danger is because one character does something so completely assholish in this movie, man, and they don't even try to. They don't even try to like make an excuse for it. Like he does. I mean, he's a complete asshole, man.
Yeah.
What he did in this movie, and you notice because you could tell, like, because everybody's like, man, why you always jumping, man? Why you always flinching when we show this right here? You f***ed up there. You did something. And I'm pretty sure they killed somebody in this movie. Like they had one joke.
Oh, yeah.
They had one joke where somebody got it bad, and they didn't try to explain that at all. It's like, yeah, he's dead. He ain't getting out of this. I'm frustrated with it because there are moments here where when I say that they embrace the absurdity of it to a good point, I mean it, man. There are things in here that they do that is very creative, man, and they take it all the way. For example, that bathroom scene. But there's so much fluffy stuff in here that they really do use to fill time, or it just feels like they're just inserting stuff that, again, what works in other movies works here, and that's just what we're going to do to fill the time to make a complete feature. So, with me getting some hard laughs out of this, frustration didn't make me hate it. Frustration didn't even make me dislike it. I actually like parts of it enough to give it a high rental.
What you just told me about the director of Flapjack being the guy who directed this, that makes me sad. That makes me much sadder.
Really?
Yeah. It actually takes down my estimation of it because now I know what he's capable of, and now I can see why I was getting so many mixed messages from this, because it sounds like he had his hands tied.
Well, I think he did.
Like if they had let him go, like with the way you keep talking about the movie, going wild and being weird, I was like, yeah, it's weird-ish, but mostly it's corporate and fluffy. And now it's the two things fighting each other. But had he been given more control to just do what he does, this could have been that movie that I'd have been like, man, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I love it.
Yeah, Thorup Van Orman, in case y'all didn't hear me later, the creator of The Marvelous Adventures of Flapjack and writer on Adventure Time. Just to your point,
Yeah.
I think that he's not a full writer on this. There are maybe 3 other writers. So the things that did seem like the stuff that you enjoyed was probably him trying to bust through.
Trying to get something in there. It's funny, but not that funny. Plot's all over the place. It's so full of filler, and a lot of filler being the stuff that we've seen so much and hate. The throwing in 90s music it's blatantly there just to make people go, oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song. It's the same with Bohemian Rhapsody, where it's transference. It's like, hey, remember how good you felt about this? Well, I'm gonna slide right next to it so you can pass some of that transfer over to me.
Yeah, yeah.
How you feel about me? And yeah, it's the same shit the Despicable Me movies do, and it's a cop out, and it's pretty lame and formulaic, and I don't care for that. This would have been perfect as an hour-long special on Nickelodeon. So yeah, seeing as it's something that would work best on television, I can't help but give it a rental.
Yeah. And yeah, you hit it right there, man. Had this been on Netflix as an hour-long movie, should make it a show. Make it an Angry Birds show. I I don't know why, unless the first movie had done so well, which I guess
Right.
it did, that sequel is profitable.
I mean, I do remember the first movie doing well, but it wasn't like, man, can you believe how well this is doing? It's like, oh, it didn't embarrass itself.
Yeah, Angry Birds too. Maybe they weren't angry, but y'all were getting on my goddamn nerves.
Yeah, Angry Birds and Me Too.
Yeah, angry man.